The story that we are going to be focusing on is the brutal murder of Shraddha and the probe in that case. 7 months after Shraddha was allegedly brutally murdered by her live-in partner Aaftab Poonawala, Vikas Valkar, her father has now claimed that his daughter would have been alive had Maharashtra police acted on a written complaint by her. Shraddha had written a letter in 2020 indicating her fears about being killed by her live-in partner Aaftab Poonawala. Shraddha's father had also earlier met Maharashtra Home Minister Devendra Fadnavis, who is also the Deputy Chief Minister, raising his concerns.
सही पुलिस व नाला सोपारा पुलिस तुळींज पुलिस ठाणे इन्होंने इन्वेस्टिगेशन में थोड़ी सी दिरंगाई की। उस वजह से मुझे जो तकलीफ़ हुई उसका मुझे अफसोस लग रहा है। उस वजह से मेरी बेटी शायद आज जिंदा होती थी या कुछ प्रूफ मिलने में मुझे ज़्यादा मदद मिलती थी। आफ्ताब पूनावाला ने मेरी बेटी का जिस तरह से मर्डर किया है, उस वजह से उसको जैसे मेरे बेटी का कत्ल हुआ है वैसे ही उसको भी शिक्षा होने की मैं अपेक्षा करता हूँ। उसी तरह उसके घर वाले, उसके माँ बाप या उसके भाई, उन सब की जांच होनी चाहिए। माझे काही प्रश्न असून ते असे आहेत की 18 वर्षानंतर जे व्यक्ती स्वातंत्र्य दिले जाते त्यावर विचार व्हायला हवा। तसेच काही ॲपवर विचार करून धर्मजागृती होण्यावर भर दिला गेला पाहिजे।
That was Shraddha's father saying that he is deeply unhappy with the way investigations proceeded in the case when the complaint was filed by his daughter earlier in the year, and if action would have been taken, then she could have been alive. But former NCP MP who was a part of the NCP when the party was in power in an alliance in the state, Majid Memon, now says that it is far-fetched to be pinning the blame on the government at that point in time.
Shraddha's family is making a grievance in press conference that initially, soon after the murder, the investigation was not satisfactory. And it is only after intervention of Delhi and in coordination with the Vasai police and Delhi police that investigation is yielding fruits. Well, if that be so, then I think the Vasai police is accountable to inaction or failure to discharge their duty in such a brutal case of murder.
Arun Neil now joins us for more details on this. Arun Neil, do you think former NCP leader is right in saying that there is nothing that the Maharashtra government that was in power at that point in time should be blamed for?
Well, the latest development, Priya, in this case or the allegation that has been made by Shraddha Valkar's father is that Sadanand Date, the local police commissioner from Vasai Virat, he also controls Meera Bhainder, he has basically directed an inquiry in this case. So the concerned police officials from the Tulunj police station, who allegedly, as per the claims of Shraddha Valkar's father, did not act, those police officials also come under the ambit of probe. They come under the ambit of investigation now. Now, coming to the political blame game that has been happening, The BJP has been saying that when Shraddha Walkar herself went to Tulij police station and told the local police officials that she has been threatened by Aaftab Poonawala, and in the complaint letter she had said that the threat is that Aaftab wants to kill her and then cut her body parts into pieces. This is what exactly happened later on, Priya. So why didn't the Tulij police officials react at that time? That is what the father is saying. The father basically is also saying that if they would have reacted and they would have been proactive, then there was a big chance that Shraddha Walkar would have been alive now. The father is also making an allegation against the family of Aaftab Poonawala, basically saying that they were in the know-how. Now, this is also an allegation from the father as well as the counsel of Shraddha Walkar. They have been saying that both Shraddha and Aaftab used to stay as husband and wife.
Okay.
The father knew about it, Aaftab knew about it.
Right, of course, the police's defense in that case has been that the complaint was withdrawn by Shraddha herself, but that also happened almost over 3 weeks later. What did the police do in that time period? It is what is being questioned by Shraddha's father now. And amidst this probe, there is also politics, as Arunil was pointing out. Maharashtra government is now mulling to introduce a love jihad law in the state on the back of this incident. The reaction has been coming in from the government because remember, there has been a communal color that has been given to this case of crime as well, because the accused is Aaftab Poonawala and the victim is Shraddha Walkar. The critics of this line of thought have been saying that a crime should be treated only as a crime, should not be given any communal color. But the Maharashtra government in the state now saying that they are mulling a love jihad law.
लव जिहाचा काही कायदा हिवाळी अधिवेशनात येतोय का? शब्दाच्या वडिलांनी
असं आहे की या संदर्भात आम्ही आता पडताळणी करतोय. अजून कुठलाही निर्णय आम्ही केलेला नाहीये, परंतु वेगवेगळ्या राज्यांनी काय कायदे तयार केले आहेत याचा अभ्यास आता आम्ही या निमित्ताने करणार आहोत.
खासदार आज भेटले, सुप्रियाताई म्हणाले की शिंदे गटाच्या खासदारांनाही त्यांनी अमित
Radhika now joins us for more on that. Radhika, do you think, okay, before I go to Radhika, I've got a reaction coming in from Shiv Sena. Manisha Kayande is now reacting to this, saying that no communal color should be given to a crime.
There is no doubt that this should be given any political color or any religious color. Basically, the Tulij police station should have taken immediate cognizance of a letter. I don't know why it was delayed or why no attention was paid to her letter. The police officers, the concerned police officers, are definitely accountable. The same Maharashtra police who are now handled by them, and by then the government changes. It doesn't mean that the police also change.
Atul Bhatkarkar now joins us of the BJP. Sir, your first reaction to both the angles. Father saying that it is the Aghadi government that is in dock because of the police inaction under them. His daughter could have been alive today. And second, the BJP now saying that they will be considering a love jihad law.
Definitely, whatever Shraddha's father has stated is absolutely correct. And right from the day one, I demanded that not only inquiry should be ordered regarding inaction on Shraddha's letter, but my gut feeling and my sources tells me, and which prove with the corroborative evidence of this earlier government, that they must have protected against complainant because his name is Aaftab. Because Mahabhakas Aghadi Sarkar, they protected Umar Khalid, they protected Sharjil Usmani, they protected the lady who put up the board of Free Kashmir. And so that was the political philosophy, political intention of that government, Uddhav Thackeray government. And that's why, despite not only just mere complaint letter, but very categorical complaint that Shraddha written in that letter that she was fearing that Aaftab may cut her into the pieces. Despite that time police did not take any action because of the political pressure on the police. And so from this angle, this should be investigated. Who were the political masters who pressurized that time police not to do any action, and that's why we are demanding inquiry from that angle first thing.
Okay.
As far as love jihad law is concerned, I myself has already introduced the private member bill against conversion regarding love jihad also, and so I hope that in coming days government will take necessary steps in that direction.
But why do you think that in case of Shraddha and Aaftab it was a case of love jihad? Your concerns about police inaction might seem valid, but this connection of this crime with love jihad is slightly far-fetched, is what the opposition is alleging.
No, it is not far-fetched. Then that time Chief Minister or Home Minister should be clear why police did not act on that. The proof I have given.
How does having a love jihad law help in police acting more promptly, sir?
Sorry?
How does having a love jihad law in place help in police acting more promptly?
If love jihad act in place, then police has right to, they can act accordingly. Ultimately, it is a rule of law in this country. So unless and until you frame the specific law for the specific problem, without that, no police can take action, and that's why we are demanding law on that.
Right. Why did the police not take action under the existing laws in this case where a girl goes missing, says that she's being threatened, there have been attempts to kill him? One still wonders, and probably a probe should be ordered to find that out as well. Thank you, Mr. Bhatkalkar, for joining me. But Radhika, this is definitely going to become a political slugfest that is only going to escalate further, with BJP now making it a point to probe why the police under Aghadi did not act promptly and whether there was any pressure on them.
Absolutely. You know, when we speak to several within MPA saying that let's not make communal, let's not make political. If the police hadn't acted at that time, if Tulin's police, if there is any sort of negligence by police, then that will be inquired into, that will be investigated, and errant police officials, action will be taken against errant police officials. That's the kind of reactions that we're getting from the MBA, stating that there is no need to make this political, blaming the Mahavikas Aghadi government at that time for Shraddha Walkar's murder is something that's far-fetched, is something, is the kind of reactions that we're getting as far as MBA is concerned. However, the BJP as well as Shinde camp pressurizing their own police officials, making sure that errant police officials are investigated, which is why an inquiry has been initiated at the moment. But the MBA saying that, if there had been negligence, then police should be, subject to some sort of inquiry. And also we heard BJP's Ram Kadar going one step further, saying that at that time MBA was deploying its police officials to extort money on the behalf of ministers. Instead of that, if they had been efficient enough to take these cases seriously, then perhaps Shraddha wouldn't have died. Perhaps Shraddha would still be alive. So these are the reactions.
And probably because of this incident, now we might see a probe that can establish who was at fault and can prevent further such incidents from taking place. Thank you, Radhika, for joining us.